back to Between the Ribs with Jonathan Morris on Florida Man Radio.
You know, and I could go on and on and on about everything we've seen on the television, on the tele, as they say in other countries, about all the erroneous, insulting things, and that's kind of my angle on it. I'm sure, Heather, at your house with your superstar husband, this is everywhere, right? Everywhere, every channel, every station. Are people talking about anything other than the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
We turned it off.
Okay. Well, good for you.
I don't know how much you need to know or how many times you need to hear the same story, but we got 3 kids who would rather watch like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles than Trump, so they win.
No, I get it too.
Whiny kids, the worst.
No, I get it. And we're going to, in the second hour, I've got a lot of family stuff lined up. So I wanted to plow through this somewhat political, somewhat social deal, and cause I know a lot of people love to hear what I think about it, and I love to hear what I think about it. My angle on this isn't to tell you things that you don't already know or things you already know. It's to try to break it down to this one simple fact. The simplicity of it is they think we're stupid morons. Mm-hmm. All of them.
Because we accept anything we're told.
Social media is flooded. Mainstream media is flooded with the story they want us to fight over.
Yeah.
It's not truth. It's not justice.
It's a distraction.
It's a mass distraction. It is a total, it should be weaponized. There should be a funding department for it underneath the Department of Defense.
That would be bigger government. I don't think that's necessary.
They've already got enough funding. But what they do is they flood our minds, and I don't know if I can find it. I should have had it wrapped up. There's a thing. Remember that guy who was in the Capitol with his big buffalo head and the horns?
Yes.
Did I send you that clip? I forgot to ask you about that. Where he was doing an interview and he was talking about the ways they mentally manipulate people, where they flood you with what they want to tell you, and then they tell you the alternate version, and see if you can find it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to butcher it, even though I am a butcher. I'll try to find it during break and see if we can talk about it when we come back, because it was a very interesting interview he did, and he explained how when you want to control a population, you only need, I think, 1/3 of the population to agree with something, and then you get them to believe the lie that you're telling, and you get them to repeat it, and then it actually changes society. And the cool thing about his interview was you only actually need 5% of the population to stand up and fight and say, we're not falling for it, we're not going for it, we're not doing any of this. So the reason, here's my problem. Where's the 5%? When you look at our champions of the heroes, our heroes of champions, what do we got? Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens,
Sean Hannity.
Dave Chappelle. No, Ben Shapiro. Dave Chappelle.
Did you really confuse those?
Dave Chappelle's pretty awesome too, by the way. We don't have that many people. When you look at the Democrat liberal side, they're everywhere. They're all over the media.
They're all of the entertainers. All of Hollywood.
Yes, all of Hollywood. All of the entertainers. And they're crazy because they're taking over sports athletics for the most part, except for like MMA wrestling with Joe Rogan and them, Dana White. They're taking over everything. So where is the 5% going to come from? Guys like me who barely have a platform. I got a butcher shop and a $10 radio show. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get it to $12. So can y'all please send some money? 101 North Country Club Road. Make your checks payable to Between the Ribs.
Or Heather.
I got to get a cut.
Kidding.
I got to get my money to cut you in. You know, that's how it works. It flows downhill. Unless you're going to pump it up. Are you gonna go against all the standards? We'll influx the money into the bottom, and then you pump it back up to the top?
Yep.
Or are you just going to keep it and put new rims on the Jeep?
I'm just going to keep it and put new rims on the Jeep.
Well, I'm going to stay broke.
All right.
But as long as you come in here all bedazzled out talking about, Jonathan, how's life? I built you a studio. I'll be like, wow, Heather, where'd you get the money from? Between the Ribs. Heather, Between the Ribs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You can Venmo me, Zelle me, YouTube me. Anyways, can we get back to where I was going?
Please.
You look at all that the liberal, crazy Democrats have and everything they have wrapped up. The ball's in their court. The ball's not in our court anymore. We are not in control of the game. And yes, I'm 100% behind Donald Trump. I really like the Vance guy. We need more Republicans, right? We don't just need more Republicans on a political stage. We need more Republicans that have the balls to do like these liberals are doing. And I'm glad they're losing their jobs. Have you seen all this?
I have.
It's coming in by the bushel load.
Yes. I was screenshotting all of them.
I have posted and reposted every single one The only thing I'm confused about is what is Tenacious D bandmate with Jack Black? I don't understand that story.
It was his birthday, and he said a stupid thing. He'd probably been drinking.
Who said it? Jack Black?
Not
or
Jack Black,
Kyle
but
Gass. Kyle Gass.
yes, the second person in Tenacious D. I don't know
All
his
right.
name.
Tenacious D is a real thing.
I mean, it's a band.
That Jack Black sings in.
Yes.
He's the leader of it.
You didn't hear about it? You haven't?
I did. I heard
Okay.
about it, and I heard they canceled all their stuff. But the angle I heard, and of course I've had so much trouble with my knee this past week, I stopped digging for things around Tuesday or Wednesday just because it's just been brutal.
And he's got me.
And I've got Heather, so I'm like, Heather, handle it. I will see you for the show. Get everything lined up. I thought it was a publicity stunt. I thought that Jack Black was
I'm
actually
sure
trying.
it was. We're talking about it.
I thought Jack Black was actually trying to play the role of the hero. Like, I would not have anybody in my band disrespecting Trump. So Jack Black is a liberal bastard
He
also?
immediately came out and was like, I support Biden. That was it.
Jack Black did.
Yeah.
So what did his buddy say? What did his bandmate say?
He said, okay, so it was his birthday, and he's like, for my birthday, I just wish that I guess the shooter had not missed, which is
my
just
God.
tacky,
What an
and we
idiot.
all knew that people were going to come out saying that.
Right. And I guess you could expect at some point in a comedic era, like if Jack Black was doing stand-up and he made a comment, because I did that
I
one
don't know,
video.
people don't really like dead presidents.
They don't. They really don't. The only thing I did, remember that video I did about no one can miss a bullet like me, no one can dodge a bullet like I can. I dodge the bullets. No one dodges better than I dodge.
Right.
That, to me, I thought that couldn't get me in any trouble.
Did it get you into trouble?
No one's even watched the video. I think I got 8 views on it.
Okay.
I must have a terrible Trump impersonation. Please go to my TikTok, my YouTube, my Insta, my Twitter, and find the video of me impersonating Donald Trump dodging a bullet. It's a good laugh.
All right.
But I was, in my mind, I was thinking, in the comedic era, because comedy is free speech and comedy should be uncensored, and comedy is what do you say it? To each their own, for whatever. For
It's not for everybody.
for lack of a better word. If somebody would have made a joke, maybe tasteless, but in the sense about, out there in Boulder, they don't teach guys how to shoot. I mean, just something stupid, right? A joke. But these people are not joking.
No, and you know what? That shooter had damn good aim.
He did.
Damn good.
He
Damn
did.
good.
He did. And did you see that schematics they drew? There was a side-by-side with a net makeup of Trump and his body composition.
They had his head like where it was in the bullet. If it had come this way, if Trump had moved his head this way, it would have gone straight through the back.
Well, and
right.
if you look, okay, this was a kill shot. Okay, listen.
Well, you don't aim at the head without it being a kill shot.
Well, okay, listen. So there's a misbelief in movies. You shoot them right between the eyes, line your barrel up right between the eyes. But if you want the brain to stop moving immediately, it's right above the eyebrow.
Good to know.
Right on the right side of the body, over the right eye, just above the eyebrow, is the cortical ventex or the ventral cortex, whatever it's called. We learned this a long time ago. So you hit, right? You aim for just above the eyebrow. So if you look at that video where Trump was standing and then you look at the schematics next to it, that guy was doing a brain stop right now shot. Because, you can get shot in the head and live. Right?
Yeah.
People get shot in the head all the time and live. But if you get shot across the top of your right eye into your brain, and you're done. It's over. You drop. There ain't no breathing. There ain't no second breath. It's gone. Your brain shuts down immediately. Your brain dead. All right, there ain't nothing else to talk about. The guy was aiming for that based on the trajectory of the bullet. And then the other crazy thing was, and it's not crazy, like I really believe in divine intervention. They said that Trump hardly ever had monitors. So the fact that he had a monitor and he was referencing it, and he turned, if he had not turned to look at that stuff on the monitor, he'd be dead right now. So just going back to, and it started with George Floyd. I'm trying to get somewhere really quick, and I'm running out of time. CNN's first report, Trump was carried off stage after he fell. NBC had the chief of the ATF on, lying about the caliber and the type of ammunition, okay? And then the next report, I don't know, was it CNN or NBC that reported Donald Trump did not get struck by a bullet. He was struck by glass. The bullet struck the monitor, and when the monitor shattered, the glass ricocheted, struck Trump, and cut him. So 3 stories.
Wow, I didn't hear that one. That's
Well, they had to
ridiculous.
quickly pull that story back when everybody else is showing the 2 monitors still intact. Neither one of them got hit by a
Right.
bullet or knocked over by Secret Service or anything. But here's where I'm going with this. The top 3 stories before all the eyewitness accounts and before everything came in was misleading, misinformation, complete lies to mislead the American people to set us up for the big trick.
Or was it people who wanted to have the story first and just weren't getting it right?
No, it was,
which is what people do on social media all the time.
Maybe, but I believe as big as these 3 networks are,
right.
It was intentional. Somebody was feeding them the narrative. Get this narrative out there right now. We want to go ahead and instill doubt and disbelief. Hey, guys, listen. Stick around for me. We got a Fox update that comes out at the top of the hour. And then we will be back right after 4 p.m. for the second half of our show. You don't want to miss it. We got a lot to talk about.